Hey guys, what is up? Irving here, bringing you guys another episode of Sky Factory 3. That is right after 4 years of not uploading an episode on Sky Factory 3. We are finally bringing the series back, and I am going to try to complete it. So the world should look somewhat familiar, yet different. The reason for that is because this is not the same world as the original or the past 9 episodes, or 8 episodes. I had to actually make this world from scratch. I did it on stream, but I did have to make this world from scratch so that I can continue on with the series and try to finish it. So nothing is 100% exactly the same. I tried to stay as close as possible to what my base was and everything I had. But there is a few differences, so if you have any questions on that, that's the reason why. But I try to keep everything else pretty close to the same. But there is a huge difference that I just realized, and that was actually the last episode when making the Unbreakable Pickaxe. Little did I know, that actual way of how I got my Unbreakable Pickaxe, it's no longer a thing. Or at least I don't know if it was a thing. Let me show you what I mean. So I still have my jetpack and everything. And if I go back here, as you can see, this is a little bit smaller than what you remember. I made it the wrong size, but that's fine. If I go into the nether, you can then see that the nether is actually just void, which is how it was supposed to be. And that's not how I had it on the last episode. So because of that, I was not able to get the Unbreakable Pickaxe the same way that I showed on that video. So I will have to this video, at least the beginning of this video, is gonna be me getting that Unbreakable Pickaxe the new way, or a newer way that should work for everyone else, especially if you ran into the issue where you have a void nether and I didn't. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. All right, so instead of making a brand new tool, which is the first thing I did, is I'm actually going to use the tool that I've been working with, which is a little different, but basically it's just wood, I think wood stick, or wood tool rod, stone binding, and then some iron for the pickaxe head, as you can probably see by the traits there. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to add paper to this, because as you can see, this has 3 modifiers, and adding paper to this will make it have a 4th one. So with paper in my hand, I can use that to get a new binding, and I'm going to use that binding and add it to our tool, just like so. And then as you can see, now we have 4 modifiers on this pick, which is exactly what I'm going for. So from there, I can actually go ahead and put 4 of these reinforcement modifiers, and that should get us to 80%. I can't do all 5. I can only do 4, so that gets us 80%, which means we need to get this one there. So in order to get this one on there, we actually need to get this to the next level. As you can see, it requires 500 XP to get there, which means we need to break 500 blocks. In my case, I already done 150 of them, so I just need to do 350 more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a builder's wand. I have one here. This one's almost broken, so I'll have to make another one. And I'm just gonna take 350 blocks, which I believe is about 4.5 stacks. So I will grab 4.5 stacks. It might be 5.5 stacks actually. So I'll grab 5.5 stacks, place these out with the builder's wand, and then we're gonna break them to get this to the next level. All right, so I have built. As you can see, I placed all these blocks down, and I have this mysterious potion that I actually got from Loot Bag, and this should give us saturation, which should help us break this. So I should have saturation, which I do, and then I'm gonna go ahead and break this. And didn't break them all, so I need to fly over there, actually, and go ahead and try that again. Oh, so sadly it doesn't break it all, but that's okay. We can just keep doing this. And you can see our saturation doesn't go down, which is pretty great. I think I just ran out, which is sad. But there you go. Now I feel comfortable with the pick. So that was a really quick way to level that up, and hopefully I get another modifier based off of that. And as you can see, we have an extra modifier, which is perfect. So now we can take this back and upgrade it to a completely unbreakable pickaxe. just like so. And as you can see, unbreakable. So now we have this unbreakable pick, which is going to be my main pickaxe for now. And that is the updated way on how to get an unbreakable pick. Alright guys, before I go any further, I actually want to take some time to upgrade our mob farm. Because as you can see, there's a lot of mobs up there and they kind of just hang out because the only way they can get down is if they somehow wander into the water. Then the water will bring them down. So in order to upgrade that, now that we have a lot of resources, and I mean a lot, I'm running this on a server now. So this is running all the time. And resources are not really a problem right now. So we are gonna go ahead and upgrade this using a mob fan. So this should push everything including endermen, because endermen don't really die that often there. Due to the way, because they don't like water, right? So I am gonna grab some redstone and I will make some of these mob fams. And in fact, I'm not 100% sure on the amount yet, but we will need some slabs and then we should be able to craft a few of these. I think I will use at least 4, but I'll check here in a bit for sure. And we have some upgrades that we can do to make this better. All right, so I thought I would take some time to explain how these mob fans work. So as you can see, you need to power them on with redstone signal. I'm passing just around it, nothing is happening. Once I turn this on, you'll notice I get pushed by it. So as you can see, I can get right up to it, but as soon as I get into this block, I get pushed. And how many blocks I get pushed is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get pushed 5 blocks, and that's the default fan. As you can see, you can upgrade them. And there are 3 different upgrades that we are gonna try. So to do these, you're gonna need some type of rods and then blocks of iron for all of these. In this case, it's a block of steel. But this one, I'll show you what each one does. All right, so let's first craft all of these. So this one requires a block of aluminum and aluminum rods. So I will grab a block of aluminum, and to make aluminum rods, all you have to do is take ingots just like so, and just like that. So this will make this upgrade here. To get the other ones, you will need a block of iron and some iron ingots to make these iron rods. And just like so, you will get the height modifier. And finally, you need steel to make the last one. So I have some coal just being turned into coal powder here. And if you take this coal powder with some iron, I believe the recipe is, if we see here, you can find it here, and it's 4 coal powder for each iron block here. So we will need a good amount of these. So right now I have enough to make 4 of these, and I will need more. So I'm gonna take some time to do this off camera and then I'll bring you back. And there we have it. So we have 11 steel, which is how many you need to make a single one of these. So all you have to do is make the steel rods, and then the rest of the steel, it gets turned into a block of steel. And this should make the mob fan upgrade. All right, so let's take a look on how this works. So again, pushes 5 blocks, but if I were to put this mob fan upgrade, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Actually, no, 6 blocks. So it pushes me to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes sense. So each one of these adds 1 block that will push you further back. Okay, what about this width modifier? So width modifier is, it can now push wider by 1. So it should push at this block, and this block. As you can see, I got pushed here. So it's 3 wide. These 3 different blocks push me back. And if I were to do the height one, it works kind of similar, except this time it goes up. So I think up and down, actually. So if I were to stand here, I get pushed, right? I put this block and go up there, I still get pushed. Get on that block, see, I get pushed. But if I were to take that off, and then I go up here, see, I'm not getting pushed by this at all. So you can use the combination of these to make it push the exact blocks that you want. And I have a certain way that I want to set this up. So I will bring you back once I have all the materials. All right, so while I'm making this, I am making a lot of different, I ran out of fuel, so I need to fix that. But as you can see, we need to get all this aluminum out. And right now, the way I'm doing it is I am just making blocks and then manually setting up the next one and then using this one. So I want to use one of my favorite item, I guess, transfers or whatever, and liquid transfers with these translocators. So this is the recipe for the item translocator, and the liquid translocator is very similar. You need an ender pearl for them, however, but I really, really love these for some reason. I just think they look really, really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that one and put a liquid translocator right there. And if you click this, it will automatically, you can see that there. As soon as I take that out, the liquid gets poured in. And then what I'm gonna do is then I'm gonna have a chest out here, and I will use these item translocators just like so. And if I click this one, items should be automatically sent into here. So the block should automatically end up here, and they should pour out on their own. So that's just kind of something I like to do, except we're gonna have an issue here because as you can see, we do not have enough obsidian for that. So I will have to set this up again, and we're gonna lose that obsidian sadly, but as long as you keep enough to make blocks here, they should always be going. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and it's gonna use a lot of resources. Like for example, I need 264 steel in order to get this done. It's gonna be, hopefully it's an OP farm, because if it's not, I'm gonna be upset. Right now I have it turned off, but there is something I want to show you guys. So I did make something called a compacting drawer. As you can see, recipe is pretty simple. In fact, I need to make another one. So what am I missing here? More wood. So let's grab some wood real quick so that I can craft another one of these. Just like so. So I have 2 of those pistons, and then I just need another drawer, and then that should make this compacting drawer. So the reason I want to show you this is because of something pretty cool. And this is going to be an upgrade that I'm going to do to this mob farm here. But basically, I have these drawers with the different loot bags that you can get. And what I'm going to do is, I'll probably put it on this side. You can grab these, and you can place them like so. And now this will automatically compact them into either the uncommon or the rare, so that you don't have to do this by hand. And as you can see, I can put more in there. And then as you can see, I could either grab 2 uncommon, or I believe it's like 3 plus and then 2 times 4 there. That's how many common ones I have. I can have 2 uncommons, no rares. But this is going to be a lot better than having them separate just like this. And in fact, if I grab another one, I can then grab the rare ones. If I'm gonna need a few more, but I can grab a couple of these uncommon ones. Now I can grab a rare one. If I put this here, I can then grab legendary ones. That simple, very simple to do. So I'm gonna hook this up so that it exports rares from here and puts them in here, so that I can just grab legendaries whenever I please. And then I'll bring you back. All right, so all I need to get this going is to place this in here, and as you can see, the rare is up here and it's down here in this case. And then I should be able to just add an item conduit here, extracting always active, and then inserting here. And the only one that should be extracted is the rare one, because that's the only one that fits in this compacting drawer. So I should not have to worry about filters or anything like that, and it should automatically give us legendary loot bags. So I do want to take them out of here and place them on there, especially because I have some upgrades here that I can use to make this one even larger, as well as this one. But this one's not gonna be used up, since it's gonna be constantly be put into this one, and then this one should give us the legendary loot bags. And so I'm just gonna spend some time here putting this into the new system here, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, so I'm back here, and I completely took out all of these and put them in here. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of legendary loot bags. And by a couple, I mean we only have 2. But I was hoping to maybe get good stuff, and we absolutely did not get anything good. I guess we got some draconium, magic bean, and diamond boots, which I did not need any of those. So I'll just place this in this chest, which is just a bunch of junk from loot bags. And as you can see, this is working as expected though. All right, so the first thing we need is we're gonna need 8 mob fans, and we're kind of just gonna place them as we go, as we get the different items, because like I said, this is a lot more expensive than I thought, but I still want to do it. So I'm gonna still go ahead and do it this way, but it's just gonna take longer than I thought. So the first mob fan is gonna go here, and if you place them like that, you can see it's already facing this way. So the plan is this is gonna push mobs down there, and we're gonna do another one here as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and break this water, and ideally to make this not as expensive, you will probably want a different shape other than this, but I want to continue working with this shape. I don't feel like building a new one, because I could technically make a smaller one. So I do have the materials for it. It's just taking a while, so we're just gonna go along with it and actually try to do it this way. But that's the first 4, is just in these canals here. And this will push them down there. So as you could probably tell, we're gonna use a width modifier to make this 3 wide, and we need it to push all the way down, so it needs to be able to push 8. So we need to expand that a little bit, and that is gonna replace the water. However, I want mobs that also stand here, not have to wander off and down here to fall. So I'm gonna have them be pushed onto these by another one of these mob fans. There's a problem though. The width modifiers, there is a max of 3. So if it goes 3 on each direction, that's 6 plus the block that the mob fan is on. So it could only do a max of 7 blocks that it can push. So I guess we can, one way would be to just get rid of one of the, make this one smaller, so instead of 8 it's just 7. But I'm gonna keep it this same way, and what I'm gonna do is instead I'm gonna place it here just like so, and I'm gonna expand it all the way, so this is gonna reach all the way here, and it's gonna push this way. But not only that, as you can see, this will only go 3 here, so it will not push here. So what I'll do is I'll expand this one further, and then make the height for this one higher, so it reaches this block as well. So that should reach every block from here to here, should be able to push all the way to this canal here. And then we're gonna do the same thing the other way. So same thing here, we're gonna go 3 across, and then 1 more, and then we're gonna place a mob fan there, and then finally another one here, and then our last one will go in the same way over here, and we'll just place it here. So that's gonna be our 8 mob fans. As you could probably see how they're gonna work. These 2 are gonna push them here. These 2 are gonna push them across like this. And at the end, they should all end up in this 3x3 area and fall to their doom. So no matter where they spawn in here, they're all gonna be pushed down there. So that is the plan. I just need to get the different upgrades to make this work. And in fact, as you can see right now, I have 13 and 6 of these. This one's the more expensive one because it requires steel. But I will show you how much you need of each, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so I have completed this. We needed 24 of the distance modifiers, 4 of the height modifiers, and then 20 of the width modifier. So that's a good amount, and let me tell you that I used every single bit of aluminum that I had to make this. This one wasn't really a bad. It just took forever because it's just iron and coal, which we have a bunch of. I still have a bunch of iron left and a bunch of coal left, but I used every single bit of aluminum that I have to make this one. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and fill these in, which should be pretty straightforward, I feel like. So this one's gonna take 2 of the width modifiers. So we'll put 2 of these in there. And then every single one of our fans will have 3 of these distance modifiers. That should increase the distance to 8 for that one. And again, this will have a width of 2, so 1, 2. And then we need to put one of the height modifiers. So we'll put a height modifier there, just like so. And then these will vary depending on which one it is. Here, in this case, we're going to max it out with 3. And then again, 3 of these. If I did everything correctly, then all of this should be pushed. It should be pushed on. And just to make sure, let's actually go up here to make this easier on us. Let's go ahead and go right to the middle of this farm. And we just dig a hole here. Okay, that's not the middle, but it's pretty close. And then we will go ahead and turn all of them on. So N for hover mode there. And then I'll just flip all these levers on. Just like so. All right, they are all on now. So if this works correctly, no matter where I am on here, I will always be pushed here. As you can see, I cannot even get out of this middle section. So it is all working out perfectly. Now, if I hover at the top, then I should be fine. In fact, let's not do this just yet, because I want to change the killing mechanism as well. All right, because diamonds are not really an issue, diamond spikes is the way to go. So we will go ahead and make 3 of these, 3 recipes worth. Just like so, and that should make 12. We only need 9, so we will get rid of the rest. And then we're gonna go switch out the ones we have for these diamond spikes. All right, so I will replace these just like so. And then we can go ahead and grab our blocks, which should have ended up down here. And yes, indeed, they are right here. So we will grab this and we will place those back on the wall. All right, so now that we have our killing mechanism, we can go ahead and turn this back on. The only thing to worry about is now that with those diamond spikes, we can actually get XP. So we're going to have to pick up XP in some way. As you can see, as soon as I stop hovering, I get pushed down pretty hard. And as you can see, this doesn't really work with items, so it will only work on pushing mobs. And we get out. Just like so. Block that in, and mobs should start spawning, and they'll be pushed down, and this should be even more efficient than before. All right, so I need something to pick up the orbs, and I found this absorption hopper here, which picks up the XP orbs, but it also picks up the items. So we can use this to replace our item collector. All we need is an Eye of Ender, and I believe a hopper, which we can craft real quick. And then from there, we have this absorption hopper. We need somewhere to store the XP that we pick up, though. So I'm gonna make myself a barrel. Actually, that's incorrect. It's called an iron drum. Iron drum. There we go. That's what we're making. So we need a few of these weighted pressure plates. We need a cauldron. And finally, I'm actually missing 1 iron, which we will just grab some of this. And we should be able to craft it. There we go. Iron drum. All right. Now that we have that, we can replace this item collector. Just like so. And then instead we can put this absorption hopper, and if we put an iron drum next to it. All right, I've put a fluid conduit here, so I can just go ahead and extract always active, set this to insert, and as you can see, this is gonna fill up, and this should pick up stuff, which it is. So what we can do is send the items. So the items will be sent down here, just like so. And then to the south, we will send fluids, which will be our XP. And there we go. So it's supposed to pick up a 7x7 area, which cannot reach that corner. So we will have to upgrade this, which I believe is a thing. All right, so we need absorption radius upgrades, which are made like so. So more obsidian, ender pearls, and blocks of redstone. All right, so I have all the items I need now. So I just need, I guess, to convert those into redstone. And then I made 2 of these upgrades. Probably only needed 1, but I made 2. And this mob farm is crazy. As you can see, there we go. Now it's grabbing everything. But mobs, as soon as they spawn, they are automatically pushed here. So that's why you can't really see any mobs inside. Because as soon as they spawn, they are killed. As you can see, they're just instant killed. But we have tons of loot that we need to worry about, such as like bows, and we're starting to get heads and more random stuff that we didn't get before. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this off camera is just upgrade my storage system here. I'll probably come up with something with the bows so that they don't show up in multiple places. I'll probably just make them go into a trash can with a filter or something like that. We have our XP going up. And yeah, that's basically the mob farm done. It is very, very efficient. As soon as mobs spawn, they are dead. So I'm pretty happy with how this ended up. I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys did, make sure to leave a like on this video. Make sure to comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you don't miss the next episodes of Sky Factory 3. It was fun having you guys around. I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you guys.